Welcome again, brothers.
Yeah.
I'm D.
I'm Nate.
It's the Future Fathers FF podcast.
Let's go.
So, bro, back again after another week.
Another week.
How you been?
I'm alright, you know. You get me. More alive. Can always complain, you get me, but I choose not to. More alive. You get me, and more blessings.
That's
So,
it,
how you been?
Bro, I've been good. Apart from having to leave my house earlier than necessary today to get to work because of foolishness. But you know that's beside the point. Right. So, bro, today I got something for you. Right?
I love when you hit me with on the I swear down, I love it, man.
Yeah, because that's it. We just get the brain working instantly.
Yeah, first
So,
response.
This one here was inspired by us, even though they're kind of all inspired by us. But this one is relevant to this week. So, my brothers out there, you don't know what we're doing, but we're going. We're not on a plane. We're not going on a plane, but we're going somewhere with the boys. We're taking our sons out and we're going to show them different stuff.
Yeah, man.
So,
Yeah,
my
man.
brother, how important, or should I say, is it important to show your child life outside of what they're living, and how important is it?
Love that question still. I think it's very, very important to show your child a life outside of their environment still, because it broadens their horizon.
Sir,
You get me?
Yes, sir. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting that answer, but I was hoping. You'd say
Yeah,
that.
it broadens their horizon because their children, they're gonna get big.
Yeah.
You get me? They're gonna want to see that raw. Do you know what? Yeah, I think traveling as a child, yeah, is a big thing. Like not even just traveling abroad, like traveling on the ends, like not on the ends, but like go on bush,
Outside
go on
of where
camping,
you
go on
live.
this, that, and the
Yeah.
other. Yeah, like I think it's good because it does show the child that there's more than what's going on here.
That's it. Life out there's life outside the ends. That's what
There
it is.
is life outside the ends.
You know, the life don't start and finish where in the block you live in or the road you live on. There's a lot more to this world than just seeing the traffic lights at the end of your
Yeah.
street and the crossing at the other end. There's a whole lot more.
It's true.
Especially like when, like you said, traveling, taking them outside of their comfort zone.
Yeah, because then they get used to being outside of their comfort zone. You get me?
Yeah, and not only that, as you said, it broadens their horizons. They tend to think a lot more widely.
Yeah. Because not just one lane, one track thinking.
Exactly. And regardless of what it is, whether you're showing them poverty in another country or another area of the country they live in, or if you're showing them how rich people live in other countries.
Do you know what? Yeah, man will agree with that. But do you know what? Even on a simpler level, like show man a different life. Because one thing man was grateful for, like obviously, man got to stay in different countries.
Yep.
Yeah. And I kind of got to see how different youths lived.
That's
Do you know what I mean?
important as well. That is important.
Yeah, so over here, I have, obviously, man, everyone complains about their life, innit?
Yeah.
But I have a deeper gratitude, like, but when I do think, like, boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and so they ain't got this.
So much, yeah, bro. This
Yeah.
country is so, like, I believe it's gonna get mad than that, yeah, but I think the country is so comfortable. It's such a comfortable place, innit? Like,
Yep.
even if you're doing road and like that, it's mad. Like it's accommodating, isn't it? Like these prisons ain't like prisons abroad and that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like little things like that. Like everything's kind of
Yeah.
built a certain
Yeah.
way to mollycoddle and that, which is it's good for the citizens and that. But at the same time, man, get allowed into a full sense of security.
Yeah,
bro.
because like the same thing like living out in the countryside. Living out in the countryside in England is not the same as living out as city life, or even living out in the countryside in the States
yeah, for real,
or
it's different.
Australia.
Yeah, it's different. And I think that, gearing up your youths to just showing them more than, because especially like the little black boys as well right now, even the little girls as well, but for little black boys right now, especially if they're in like, like black or minority or ethnic areas and that, like, there's a lot of things that's pumped into those places, isn't it?
Oh
like,
yeah.
Even the
Definitely.
internet, there's bare little things what's like the youths can just get a hold of. So if just anything what else they can visually see themselves and experience, you get me?
Yeah, feed their brains as well.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like It's important. It's important because they will grow to be young men and grow to be adults and grow to be, you know, women and that. And then those things will, like you said, they will travel with them for life. And they'll be like, Raj, you know what? I remember when I did I might just
and they know
my
how to,
one to go.
they know how to deal with different situations and different people.
Because the world is not just one set of people.
No.
You're right.
Not at all. Everyone's different, and being around different people in different areas teaches you a lot more than just, you're not the same as me.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what though? I think that as a youth, that now as a big person, I'm like, there's things that I wish I would have, you know, taken more on board, like from different cultures and all these things, innit? You know what I'm saying to you?
Okay, yeah.
But I can only see that now as a big man. As a youth, you're just kind of, what you know is what you know, innit? Unless you're one of those youths that will just don't mind, one of those people that's ventured out. Like I ventured out. I was in North London at 17, 15, 16, you know what I'm saying to you? So, like, I was all over the place, but it weren't the same as, you know, going out and living and seeing like history and culture and these things here. Man was just traveling. Man was just, you know what I'm saying? Man was just doing my thing.
I know that. Man was in Kent them ages.
Yeah,
there
you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, bro. So
way out there. Not supposed to be out, not supposed to be
not
getting them
supposed
places,
to be there. But we'll find yourself there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think what I was gonna say is like, as a youth, there's bare things and bare different cultures and loads of different things that you might be good at, but they will just kind of lock themselves off because that's not what's going on the ends.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's just what I'm doing. My little circle. Broaden that circle. Make it a little bit bigger.
Broaden it.
So you can see, Raj, you know what? There's other people in situations that people would perceive as less than theirs. That are more capable. And those kind of lessons, teaching the children or getting them to see them, those are valuable because that kind of knowledge, as you said, it carries with them into adulthood.
Yeah, and they're watching like kind of back to something like you said. Yeah, it's like they'll be watching how you. So when you go abroad, remember you're with your youths.
Yeah.
So you got the passports. You got to deal with the clerks. You got to deal with all the people. You got to do. So your youths now seeing how you deal with things away from your own comfort zone. You know what I'm saying to you? So they're in tune, just learning like, cool. You gotta either have patience, or you gotta try and learn the language or get some type of grasp. But there's just seeing you how you maneuver as well. And I think that as a parent, as a dad, and that earns you like not even it's not about earning stripes, but that's just another page to your book. Something else, you get me, that you've shown your children because it's all good. Now, what I was gonna say, it's all good, being on the ends and knowing how to deal with the people on the ends. But if you get in problems abroad,
you better know how to deal with people.
And then people ain't English and they ain't British, or they ain't used to how you're dealing with them, and you gotta understand etiquette, or you gotta understand empathy or certain things. Like going abroad, you get me. Like it's not just about holiday and sun and whatever. Obviously, that's a big factor in it, but. You get me? Your kids learn. They see so much things from just going away, like just you know what I'm saying, out of, like you said, their comfort zone or their specific area. You get me?
Yeah, and that's important. There's no doubt about it being important, and the value of it. You can't really put a value on that, man.
No, man, because
it's what they learn. And like, bro, you was right in saying it's straps for dads as well. It definitely is straps. It definitely is straps, because your youth's looking at you and seeing how dad deals with certain situations at home and outside of the house as well.
On a different wave.
And them learning that at the same time, it's like, well, so this is how it was dealt with, and this is how I saw it dealt with. So I can kind of apply the same thing to what I'm doing myself when they're grown.
You know what's mad? It's the maddest memory that I had that.
Yeah.
So when I went out to Jamaica, that was 5 years ago, he got some cane and that, you get me?
Yeah.
Bear cane from the farm. Now, obviously, Amon's dad was there, innit? You get me?
Yeah.
And I was just there. And it's mad because my granddad, he looked at man, and then he looked over. You get me? And he looked back at me and he said, Raj, you know what? Come, I'm gonna show you how to cut cane for your family properly.
Yeah.
You get me? I'm gonna show you how to cut and pull cane.
Yeah.
You get me? Now, that might not be a lot to some people, but I'm a yard man.
Yep.
So you see, when I go to
Yep.
Jamaica and I go to my farm now,
Yep.
and your nieces and nephews are like, "Wow, what's going on? What's that?" Yeah, I can cut down the
And can
cane,
chop down,
I can
yep.
clean it, and I can quarter it. You get me? Easy. Yeah?
Yeah.
So now I know when Nas, Z, or Zoom, if they, cool, I think,
Yep.
daddy done it like this.
Yeah. Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's a skill not they've learned. They don't
Yep.
have to ask no one or pay extra for a man to cut cane.
I see it done like this.
You see
This
what I'm
is how
saying?
it was done, so I'm gonna perform the same task.
But that was something that like, it's smooth. So there was some bare things I learned from my man, but that was so smooth. Like, it was such a transferable, that moment there, when you talk about things like this, about going away and, you know, teaching your youths how to deal with certain things and that. Like, bro, that is something that actually sticks out, because that's one of those ones where, I know my man taught man how to do that.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I fully,
You know what,
fully get that, bro. I fully get that, because I got the same thing with my great granddad
Mm-hmm.
when man went out there and he showed man how to dig up yam,
Yeah.
chop around it.
Now you know.
Exactly, you got to go around it, and reason being is because if you go through it, that's you're damaging your
Everything's
food.
done.
You got to make sure you dig that up properly. Yeah, man, them kind of skills there, and it's again the value of that. There's no
It's priceless.
value. Exactly.
Those are things that they're also imprinted in your memory. Those are memories now. So when you do things with your youth,
It's not
just
second nature.
You get me? And it also brings a memory like, oh yeah,
This is what I
when
did
we
with
had
son.
that went he taught me how to blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think those things are important, and it's also just full circle. It's also just spending time in it. It's spending time with your youths, isn't it? Really, going away with like doing something with your youths, going out. Do you know what I mean? So, technicals, people, they're with us.
We were saying, spending time with the youth, definitely, because that's what it is. Making sure that their lives are enriched.
Yeah.
Making sure that you're showing them other things outside of what they're thinking. Is sometimes with the youths, bro, it's showing them what's outside of what they're thinking is possible.
Yeah.
Because some of the youth, sometimes I can't get there. We're never gonna go here. We're never gonna do that. No, you might not do it in the way that you want to do it,
That's gonna happen.
but it's gonna happen. And 9 times out of 10, bro, that's the same thing as just doing most things anyway. Most people want to do things, but you don't get to do it the way you expect to do it. But you're still getting to do it. The next time you do it, if you choose to do it again, it's building on the experience.
Yeah.
So as you said, like them transferable skills, that Bush had showed you how to chop cane. Yeah, if given the opportunity and you show your children, it's in them now. What they do with that information, as we've said on a number of occasions, is up to them. It definitely is up to them. But just having that knowledge and being able to use it because they were in a different environment.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's, bro, like, how many times were you taught something or you saw something and you've used that skill in something different that it wasn't actually exactly.
Yeah.
But because you had the knowledge to use it, it's there. I'm gonna use it how I want
Apply
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna apply as you just said, I'm gonna apply the knowledge that I've got to something else.
But I just deep, I'll tell you the honest. This is what it is. I believe taking your youths away, like I said, it don't have to be abroad and that.
Yep.
It sets you up in life, you know. Now, when I say that, I don't mean financially, innit?
Yeah, elaborate on that a little bit.
But what they want out of life becomes more.
Okay. Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because they've seen more.
Yeah. Yeah. They tend to. Okay. So.
However they feel like, however they're gonna get it.
Yeah, they're gonna try and want to do this.
You've already shown you know, all-inclusive holidays, or get me camping trips, or
Different
even
aspects
just
of life.
spending time, like even just spending time, like could be in a park, like 5 minutes kicking ball.
Yeah, because some youths don't get that, bro. Or
Yeah,
some youths get it, but
Or even still like raw, I'll be real with you. That 5 minutes you're kicking balls, or if they aspire to do football,
Yeah,
that's
you
you know what I'm saying, like.
yeah, you don't know how
That's
valuable,
valuable.
to that 5 minutes is.
You see what I'm saying? Because that youth now is going to. I saw we said this last week's podcast, that youth is going to show off everything that they can do.
Yep, that confidence is gonna shine through.
You know what I mean? And they're
Yep.
going to, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think definitely showing your youth different things, broadening their horizons, and makes their hunger for more different still. Like they see more, like see youths that are different, who have family, not even family holidays, but if you are active children are different to youths who ain't active still.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They instantly seem like they've got more energy. It's
Yeah,
not that
yeah.
they've got more energy, they're just used to moving it about and doing different things and seeing different places.
Got a lust for life.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah.
correct term, bro.
Yeah.
That right there is definitely
Like,
the
what's
correct
next?
term.
You
Yeah,
get me? What's
yeah.
next?
Where we going now? What are we doing now?
Yeah. I remember I was like that as a youth, yeah. And then you grow up in the ends and you realise ain't no holiday, we're not going there, we're not going there. I'm just gonna chill with the man them.
Yeah.
And then you just
Yeah.
you get me, you just
Yeah,
chill with
them
the man them.
kind of things. They tend to. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They tend to fade, and if they don't fade, then it's a lingering memory where it's like, oh yeah, I remember I did that. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Before we went on holiday, brother, I never thought I was gonna get to take my family on holiday. You know?
Holiday away at school. Yeah, man.
Or if I did, it would be like in the next 10 years where I can't enjoy the holiday the same as I did with them.
Man. You know what it is? Obviously, there's ways. You know, it's obviously man got to do it in it, but there's ways, and that's another thing. Like pieces of knowledge, like you know, there's ways man can go away and just get me.
Yes.
Like, just,
Yeah. Not gonna
You know
lie,
what I
you
mean?
showed me that, bro.
Like,
Like
saying
certain
that it's
holidays
alright.
don't have
Yeah,
to. You
bro,
don't have
you
to
don't have
spend
to-
grands.
or you can just do installments, or you know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's bare
That's
knowledge,
it.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah, back to what you're saying, like yeah, like that experience there, the boys got to see flexing yard, and they got to see a piece of their culture.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And family.
That was it
So,
for me, bro. That was it, to get them to see life in another country. That for me, that was my ultimate goal. You get to see what life is
See
like
where you
on the
come
other side
from,
of the
Ruben.
planet.
See
Yeah,
where
you
your
get to see
grandma,
your
your
people.
grandparents,
You get to know
you
where
get
you
me.
come from.
Got off that boat, got on that boat, fam, and come off that
Right.
boat, fam. Win rush
Right.
settings, more powers.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think it's very important, bro. Like, I think, yeah, man. And that's not even just for dads. I think this is one of the ones where you get me, single mums,
Yeah.
Got to pick you up, you get me. That, but you know, I noticed though that mums will cut with their youth, you know, and just go holiday. Like the man them don't, obviously true circumstance or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But gal them you lot will just like, not you lot, because we're obviously it's a future father settings, but ladies, if you're listening, like yo, you lot will just cut. And, you know what I'm saying? And that's not
Gone
even,
with the youth.
you know what I'm saying? To you, but obviously your youth seeing different life, and that's you get me. But I remember like going away with March. Definitely, like I've done most of man's traveling with her, and it's like as a youth in it, and it's like, bro, that has never left. Like that ain't never left.
Of course it wouldn't leave,
get
bro.
me?
Of
Like,
course it wouldn't.
Samaya, she cuts. Nicolette cuts.
Yes. Yep.
You know what I'm saying to you?
Yep.
The women will cut. You know what I'm saying? But fam,
where the man them,
Man,
we're like,
but
we'll
obviously, you know what I'm
sit down.
saying?
I'm gonna work
We're gonna pattern
and
something
try
up.
and do it. Yeah, man.
But really and truly, that's never left, man. Bro, I'm happy that I got to sit down and I got to sit down in different countries. It weren't like a week or 2 weeks. Man, got to sit down and really pattern. So like that part of going away is definitely something like that. I understand where you're coming from. Like, yo, man's got to get on the plane. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
you kind of have to. Not to be funny, but as a family man, you kind of have to.
Not, do you know what? Not even just as a family man, but
as a parent.
Yeah, no, do you know what? Yeah, as a pet, you get me, and you know, providing you're a sensible man. You get me? Because not all of you man are sensible out there. You get me?
Right.
But providing you're a sensible man, if you can take your child away and share like a whole foreign experience with your youth,
Yes,
that's a
definitely is.
That's different from man's going. Because you know what's deep though, like obviously everyone's situation won't permit them to take your youths away. You get me? And but if you are a weekend dad, you get me, or part-time dad, and you do get the opportunity, and you are in a situation where you can take your child away, and you haven't yet, like, just imagine that. Think about how gas your youth it feels to come to your house on a Friday and go home Sunday. Like, raw, maybe, you get me?
Yeah.
Installments on a one holiday.
Yep.
You get me? Leave on the Friday, come back on the Sunday,
That's
just
right.
like normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you get me? And it ain't gotta be now. Like, you get me? It can be like planned for like 3 months down the line, 4, 5, 6. It could be a year down. It could be next year.
That is most people's problem, fam.
Yeah,
that
fam.
right there is most people's problem. Most people think, oh yeah, if I gotta go on holiday, I gotta do it now. No, you don't. You can plan. Most people do that anyway. If you're going away, you plan to go away. Exactly.
Installment. Fair, man. Come on, listen. Right now, if you man are listening, like, raise your glass if you pay installments on your holiday certain time.
Yeah.
But that's what, you know what I'm saying?
That's how you have to do it, man. And the wickedest thing is, if you're going away, like you said, bro, if you're a weekend dad or a dad that gets to spend time with their child whenever, you're paying installments on yourself. You're investing in your child. So who don't want to do that?
Yeah, it's true.
As a reasonable, decent parent, who don't want to invest in their child? Of course you do.
True.
And all you're doing is you're paying installments, like I said, to yourself. Even if you got to put the money down to one side and say, right, do you know what? Like, we're going away on a camping trip. Put the money down.
You know what's mad? I'm gonna put this in the universe. So obviously, like, I am a big fan, and this just happened like maybe last year, of the Da Vinci Code trilogy. Okay. I'm a big fan. I know you. Definitely. You when it came out, that was your thing. You get me?
Yeah,
I
read
took
the
a
book and
couple years
everything.
like, I'm a big fan. And is it number 2 where they're in the Hall of the 5,000 paintings? Is it number 2? I think it's number 2. I think it's it's Inferno. It's Inferno.
Oh, the third one.
That's the third one, isn't it? Yeah, where they're in Italy. I think it's in Florence. Yeah, and
I'm trying to remember.
They're in Italy. They're in Florence and that, basically. The one where they're running through the attic and the Fed chick, she falls right through the attic, boom, onto the floor. Yeah, but basically in that hall, that's the actual museum-ish, like, not museum, but like what the point I'm basically trying to get across is there's things in films that you guys may watch that are really out there that might really spark your, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like Ryanair, my G, £53 return, £87 return, Ryanair, like, you know what I'm saying? G? Like, no, bro, because these are things that I'm patterning myself.
My brother, I'm laughing,
I'm trying to share the knowledge with the guys.
So much truth, bruv.
Yeah. Like, return, like, obviously, like, boy, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, for the man them you can't, innit? Like, and it don't have to be abroad. Maybe, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like what my bro said. He just said about that we're doing a camping thing.
Yeah.
Take a youth camping quickly.
That's it, bro.
You get me?
Show them some nature.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Give them experiences in life. That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah, and take them out the hood. And you know what it is? Yeah, I know a lot of kids right now, especially like maybe like the young black dads who's got young kids and that, like teenage years and that. I know it might be a bit techie right now, but you know, even if they don't want to, because we went where did we go? Science Museum the other day. We was gonna go history as well, but Zoom got a bit nuts.
Okay,
you get me? But yeah, we went down there. And like Naz was giving it you get me? He was interested, you get me? He was interested,
Good.
but he was giving it the teen, you know, the teenager.
I don't really want to be here.
You know, like that.
I don't really
But
want to be here, but yeah, it's
after
interesting,
a while, when I was breaking things down to him, because he's into sci-fi, you get me? Like, he
Okay.
likes certain things and bits
Good.
and bobs. Like he's like his march, innit?
Hey, look,
So,
my nephew.
yeah, man, exactly. He's like you lot still. So, yeah, like when he got to all those parts and that, it's like, raw. So the point I'm trying to make is that even if your youth don't really feel, you don't feel like your youth's on it, like give it a little time. Like they might not like it at first, and they might have to take 5-10 minutes, maybe a half hour to really think, wow, what boy man's here now, innit? Yeah, it's real, fam. You get me? Don't give up.
Give it time.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
right
yeah,
there
yeah.
is the big thing. And you know what? We're all doing the same thing for our children anyway, giving them time. We give them our
100%.
time every single day. Just give them a little bit more.
Yeah, man. Get me? Yeah, they will fix up their face.
That's
but
it.
They give them some time because children, they adjust in it to their surroundings.
Yeah.
Like, they adapt, not adjust. They adapt to their surroundings. So, if you it's mad. If you tell a youth, yeah, you're not getting your phone back
Yeah.
for 2 weeks. Yeah.
They will carry on like they're dying.
In my house,
What?
in my household, yeah, like this is how it is, yeah, like, bro. I will peak for the first couple days, and that, you get me?
Yep.
You see, after that, obviously it'll be like, oh yeah, can I have my phone back and it, like, but it's not that deep.
It's really not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's really not.
The same strop that they displayed in the first 72 hours of getting that sentence. It's not the same. Like they're just riding the bird now. Like, all right, cool.
I ain't got my phone. Okay, what am I gonna do?
You know what I'm saying? And they will find their ways to do their thing, but you know what I'm saying to you? Like they understand. You know what I'm saying to you? So like, yeah, like you said, give them time. Let them just
Yeah, bro. Adaptation.
feel their surroundings.
Hit
You
the
get me?
nail on the head. They
Yeah,
definitely do. And that's children in a nutshell, bro. They
100%.
adapt to their surroundings.
100%.
You get, and most, like, not to be funny, I know we all love our children, yeah, but most children don't even know what they like until you show them. But you have to be willing to show them different things in order for them to pick up on what their interests are. Even if, like you said, you took them science museum. Now, certain children will be over the moon to be going science museum. Certain children will be like, I'm not going.
That
I
was
don't
your
wanna
niche,
go.
you know.
Yeah.
Said with Gab this. No, I don't want to go.
Yeah, I can imagine.
No. But when we got there,
Yeah, there's bare different things. There's so much to look at,
What do you
so much
mean?
information to take in. It's
Run
like,
round.
what? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
man. Gone.
Is this that? That's yeah, and that's what they're sponges. They are sponges. They are on this earth at their young age to take information in, and the more information you give them, and the reason why we're doing this podcast, the more information you give them from different localized areas and different areas across the planet, the better they are. And I don't want to say they're better they are as human beings, but it makes them. How can I?
no, do you know what? I'll be real with you. I understand where you're coming from. Man, it makes them better human beings, but the world is a big place. And
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. The world is a big, huge place.
They're more. I tell you, right? What I think I'm trying to say is they're more accepting of accepting knowledge.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, it's a big place. Like,
Yeah.
You imagine a youth, like, cool. Back in the day, traveling was a big thing.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like,
Definitely.
getting on a ship. I'm talking about before airplanes.
Oh,
and
I
that,
know
you get
exactly
me?
what you're talking about, bro.
Getting on a ship.
Yeah.
And cutting. Johnny's are on that ship for 3 months and that.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Traveling.
saying?
You're
Like-
traveling. It's not just the.
Like-
we're not going away.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was different, I think.
I think the equivalent we got of that now is going on like a cruise.
I think the equivalent that we got right now is picking up the phone. And the reason why I say that is because
Yeah, suppose so. You can be in
you see
another
at certain
country,
time,
seconds,
like,
bro.
yeah, bro, it's
Yeah.
certain time, man, don't. At one stage, man didn't really know what was going on over in America, you know?
Yep.
Or
Very true.
wherever, or yard, or wherever, you know. Now I can pick up my phone
Yep.
and know exactly
Yep.
what's going on in
That's
real
it.
time.
Yeah, real time.
To an
Yeah.
extent, you get me?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's
This
made,
just happened.
you get me? I feel that's made a lot of people comfy in their zone and in their home. But at the same time, that's made a lot of people fly out through the Instagram. Everyone wants stunt and take pictures. Everyone want to take their youth abroad and take pictures of their youths abroad and blah blah blah. So I suppose it goes hand in hand. But I think that seeing the world thing, it's a big place, like you said, being accepting, because it's not just, there's not just black people in the world, innit? There's not just white people. There's not just Mexicans, Indians, or Indians, or Asian, you get me, or Hispanics.
We're all here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Shoes? And you have to learn to be, and this is where I will agree with what you're saying. I think I took the long-winded route, but this is what I would say, to be a better human being, because we are all human beings. Yeah. You have to be able to understand, or have to be able to see a perspective from all human beings' angle. You might not agree with everything, but you have to be able to see.
If you know have what I'm saying, it's giving them a better understanding of what things,
you know what I mean,
what things are like.
You know what I'm saying? And that, for me, makes someone a better human being out of the paradigms of like politics and society and who's got the biggest bum and jeans and all this other stuff. Like, it's being a human being and understanding, you know, scam, like you said, like everywhere, like as much as you can. You know what I'm saying?
It's important. It definitely is, bro. It definitely is, because as we both stated already, that information there is invaluable. Knowing what things are going on in different places and how to react to different situations given different circumstances. Children will only learn that being in different places. They're not going to be able to learn that just staying in their house.
They won't. They'll just soak in what they see. Like you said.
They will grow to be very detached people, and they won't know how to deal with other people or even just different situations. They won't like being out of their comfort zone. So you broaden their comfort zone, so their comfort zone is massive. Everywhere's their comfort zone.
You can handle, that's another thing. You said that, all that technology and all of that, is why camping, be real, 10-10. Take your youths, get a tent. Teach them to make fire. Because you see, listen, I'm a great believer, like, there's big technological advancements in the world, I believe at one stage life will get hard, very hard, for people who don't have a certain status or a certain wealth in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you're still about, or your youths are still about, when everything turns off, fam.
You better know how to dig a hole.
Man better know how to make fire.
You better know how to stay warm.
Man better know how to make, and like, you know, it's not even just like, we're not in a Stone Age. Everyone knows how to make fire, innit? Get a light or obviously I understand, but like, not necessarily make fire, just be at one with nature and the wilderness, because that's all there was in the beginning, and that's all there will be in the end. Do you know what I mean? So camping, I'll say, like, even this way. So I've never been, like, let me say this correctly. I've stayed in a bush, you get me, in different countries, but I haven't, as a big person, pitched up a tent and said, boom, man's this camping, this is fishing, ray, you get me? But now, you get me, like, even myself, my bros taking me and I'm taking my little man. So, you know what I'm saying to you? So it's all a first for me as well. But I definitely understand the importance of taking your youth outside of the ends. You get me? Give them a little break from their brethren for a little while. If your youth's got a lot of friends, give them a couple breaks away, so they can understand life. You know what I'm saying?
You don't need them around you all the time. You don't need all of these things around you all the time.
Because
you can live without them. You can live with the bare necessities, even though, do you know what? Not to be funny, it is the bare necessities. It literally is.
You can learn the bush.
Of course you are. Like, come on, man. You said it already. Like, it was there in the beginning. It's going to be there in the end. So if you, not to be funny, man don't know how to make fire, and man don't know how to catch your own food.
It's problematic.
How are you going to look after your family?
It's problematic.
There's no, just say, bro. Like you said, if everything switch off.
Bro.
There's no going back.
Obviously, there's bare looting for a couple of years because everything's still there. But you know what it is.
But me, brother, I'll tell you, if everything switch off, I'm going to find a place in the bush. I know I'm safe. And it's gonna take a while for people to get
over
up
here anyway, blood.
Yeah.
You know, like imagine being in the bush in like America or some of those bears, cougars, and mountain lions. I would have a madness. I'd have to be strapped I'm strapped. Like, you get me?
I want a 6 foot stick, bro. A 6 foot metal pole if I'm going up, but I need a weapon as well.
You need this. Are you mad? But anyway, we're not even here for animal cruelty. You get me, future fathers. We're just here letting you know that it's important. It's just important to spend time and take you out of the environment. Get me?
They need to be pulled away certain time.
Yeah, man.
Yanked out of their environment. And as I stated before, do you know what? Sometimes they don't know how important being away from technology and everybody else is until they're away from it. And I'm telling you, as somebody, bro, I've only been camping once, once, but the experience that I had with my 2 sons was so imprinting on me. I was like, you know, I need to do this again. I need to.
For chase this feeling. Yeah.
So yeah, me, my brother, my nephew, and my son, we're going. Don't worry, you're gonna get to see our antics and what we carry on with.
On the gram.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, you need to take your children away, even if it is just for a weekend on a little camping trip.
Yeah, for real.
Do that, my brothers. You need to do that because you learn things about your children and they learn things about you that you probably didn't even know about.
Do you know what? I'm gonna be real. Take your youth's museum, you know. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you this from an angle, innit? Like, you get me? Obviously, where we're situated, it's not necessarily. You may be like for the black young mans and that. It's not necessarily our museum.
Yeah, it might not be our. Yeah,
you get me?
It's not our thing.
But you see where your youths are situated and that. Yeah.
They got.
If you're not gonna go museum there, Africa or Jamaica or St. Lucia or Trinidad or Brazil or wherever you lot are from,
Yep.
Like, yeah, at least take them somewhere where they know the geographical history of where they're situated. You get me?
Oh yes.
Like, that's a big thing still.
It's important. It
Do you
really
know what I
is.
mean? Because you don't know what your child can grow to be. And knowledge is always power. All knowledge is power.
Yes.
You get me?
Yeah, we're out here to raise kings and queens.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So take a youth museum. Take them. I say, you get me? I take natural maybe history museum, but take them science museum through the way the world's advancing technologically.
Yep,
and
I agree with that.
Do you know what as well? Yeah, it's mad. I don't want to be out of age. Try to do the music thing as well, but there's certain things from my era that I saw the music. I'm thinking, from our era in the museum.
Are you mad? What?
Bro, it is wild, fam. The things you see in the museum right now, you be like in the science museum, it is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking, bro, what is there now? Because I'm thinking, like, we used to go music, and I'm thinking, like, you're telling me this, and I'm like, wait, hold on, from my era, like our era?
You remember, like, I'm
museum?
telling you, like, it feels like yesterday, like, you get me, but Donnie's in the museum behind glass case and
oh my gosh.
But yeah, man, time flies. But yeah, man, take the museum.
Yeah.
You get me?
Just fill them up with knowledge, man.
You know what I'm saying? That thing there's free. You get me? Just cut through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And that right there is exactly the whole point of today.
I mean,
is it important to show them life outside of their own circle? Yes.
Well, I say Techman Gallery as well still. Obviously, do the arcade and that on all these fun joints and that, but I say take a youth's gallery in it, like, you get me? Take a youth's gallery. You get lost in the paintings with your youths and through the sculptures with your youths, bro. Like, have a medi session with your children.
Yeah.
You get me? Because you know what's mad? Our youths are so much more smarter than what we see, you know.
Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah.
Your children. I'm not even talking. When I say ours, I'm not even talking about us two in the studio. I'm talking about our future father family. Like, your youths are so much more smarter than maybe what some of man show, man, or you know what I'm saying to you. And it's mad, like yeah, man, just
they got knowledge that we didn't have access to, which is mad. They're teaching us on a daily basis. I'm not even gonna lie. If I didn't have my two, I don't think I'd be as savvy with technology as I am.
Yeah. especially the boys that they're savvy, super
Yeah.
savvy.
If I didn't have them to wanting to build PC and wanting to have this, that, and the other voice recognition in their rooms and stuff,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be as up with it as I am. And that right there just goes. That's testament, and that is because my two, I would like to pride myself on saying.
Do you know what? I'm gonna cut you,
Go on,
sir.
go on,
Future
go on. No,
father
no,
family.
go
I
on.
got you get me because this is my brother. I got to set him
Yeah,
straight.
he
certain
can do
times,
that.
You get me, bro. That I wouldn't say that.
Let's say what?
I wouldn't say that. Like I think they've put you in a state where you had to, but you've always had an interest
Yes.
in these things.
Yeah,
like
I'm a
you've
big
always
sci-fi
had
fan
like
as
yeah,
well,
like
so yeah.
so when I
Technology's
because
kind
like
of my
talking
thing.
to you sometimes like talking to Titchin like
Yeah.
she's on this stuff.
Yeah,
You get me?
technology's my-
And I
is
know
kind of my
you,
thing.
bro. Like so it's always gonna be there. But I reckon the boys maybe because you know you pride yourself in being a good dad. You pride yourself in being a dad that is up to date with your children. You pride yourself in being a father that's just there in all aspects of their life and where they've grown in technology. Because that's something that you do anyway. Because they'll come to you bare time to ask you.
Yeah.
Stuff. It's not like necessarily that. Obviously, they will teach. Jay and Ty will teach you stuff now because they're over age.
Yeah, I get what
You
you're
know what I
saying.
mean? But
When they come to me, I've kind of got to learn it to be able to
You
teach
see what
them.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're already this is your thing. Like tech is your thing.
Yeah.
I got my first phone when I weren't allowed phones. Weren't even from you, it's from sis. You get me?
Yep.
It was from sis, but it was from you lot. You get me? Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Well, I weren't allowed phones. But like these guys were the tech guys, like the
man.
PlayStations,
Ericsson
PS2 when it was out, like all of these things when it was out, like so I reckon you would have still been savvy still, but I do
Yeah,
think,
you're
I do
right,
think-
you're right.
I do
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
I do
would've.
think it's just that their growth in you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, their growth has made my growth exponential because I've been around them. and had to-
You soaked it in.
Yeah,
You've had
I've
to.
had to.
Yeah, you've had to.
Had
Like,
to. We've all had to.
Yeah.
Don't be fooled. Everyone's kind of had to be soaked up in technology now because that's all that everything is. That you don't really get much more than tech. But eliminating the technology and taking them back to nature. Tell you what, brothers. You know you can't get better than that. I'm telling you, it's a wonderful thing, especially to see your boy children out in nature. I don't know what it's like for man them with daughters because I don't have any girls
I'll
myself.
be real with you, fam. It's mad because T is more campy than me. Like she knows that knows she was in all of that, innit?
Yeah,
And
I
she
know,
was
I know.
like a scout lead. Like I'm not trying to bait her thing up, but she was proper. Like as a youth,
Yeah.
that you get me. So I think everyone for know the land. You get me?
Yeah.
But as a man,
Yeah,
you
that's
for know
different.
because your woman's if it all like I said, if the power if it all switches off, your woman's looking at you like
Yeah,
babe,
what's
what
going
are
on?
we doing?
What we doing?
What now? You get me, fam.
We ain't
So-
got no food. There's no electric.
You get me as a man.
I'm cold.
You can't really. It's not even like you can't because there's some women out here like you lot are just Amazon queens. You get
Yeah.
me, and like raw, you lot the strength is mad, and you just
Yeah.
pattern up and come to the plate and just handle it when it needs to be handled. But you know what I'm saying to you, for you future fathers out there, like, and especially on that note as well, future fathers like Donnie's, if you're expecting youths now or
foundation
you get me
first,
if you're
bro.
just listening, like raw, get yourselves pepped up on these little things. You get me?
You never know when they're gonna come in handy.
You know what I'm saying?
You
And like,
never know.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like people who know me know I'm situated, and then it's like, yeah, for me to get out of that little place there and that,
Yeah.
just cut out
Yeah.
with the bro, with the little man. Like, you can't even say little man like that, but you get me with my man and just
With our
pattern
younger
shoot.
youths.
You know what I'm saying? And just you know what I'm saying, because that's what it is. That's what's pattern. That's what's necessary. You gotta show them. You got to show
Yeah, you
them,
have to.
man.
You definitely have to. It's as my brother already said, the excitement for living is more prevalent in children that are used to being, not used to moving around, but used to seeing different things, used to being around different what's the word I'm looking for? Not areas, because it's not. Well, it can be different areas.
Environments,
It can be
bro.
different environments, bro. And the learning process that they go through is going to be 10 times more than what you're going through. 10 times more. Because you're, as an adult or as a parent, you're taking it in, but you're trying to watch out for their safety. They ain't caring about safety. They're just taking in everything.
True.
Everything. And giving them the opportunity to take in everything is so detrimental to keeping their mental on top as well. Because we want, bro, like nobody wants to say, no one wants to talk about mental health in children, but
that's prevalent.
Yeah,
right now.
it really
that
is.
Rife
It really is.
in children. You get me? Obviously, like sorry to cut
No,
you,
no,
bro,
go
you
ahead.
get me? But obviously, especially with the teenage youths that
Yeah.
with the
like,
socials
come on.
and that, fam, that they go through at school, then they turn on their phones and they get home and
Yep.
go through at home.
Yep.
Their pressure everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying, Shu?
Yeah, and taking away that pressure and giving them the opportunity to just be like, okay, right, let me just look and observe.
You get me? It's
Oh,
bad enough
man.
being a teenager with your hormones going all over the place,
Yep.
thinking like just
Yep.
alone. You get me? And now you gotta
You
know,
got to stunt
you
for
gotta-
somebody else.
You gotta rise to the standards what adults may be setting. You get me?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But yeah, man, like just take them away from that 4 minute. You get me? Show them life. Like
Yeah, man.
real life ain't on a screen. Like you
I
get
could
me?
not have
Yeah,
said
yeah.
it better myself, bro. Real life is not on the screen. That right there. See, I don't know how this brother does it. Does it every week. Yeah. Bro, we're finished with that, you know. We're finished with that. Real life is not on the screen. That's it. Yeah. Take them out. That's it. Yeah. Take them out. Because it is the truth. It is the truth. Whatever they're seeing on their phone screen, computer, laptop, PC, it's not what is going on outside their front doors. And as we all know, most people only do that just so they look good. So, with that, Nick, the young ones are the ones we're trying to make better than ourselves. The young ones are the ones we want better than ourselves. Giving them more opportunities to be better than ourselves is how we teach them to be the best version of themselves. Give them the opportunity to learn and to be broadened, and what should I say, and their horizons to be broadened. Give them more opportunities for them to open more doors for themselves. Don't keep your children shut away. Don't shut yourself away. We're all here to learn, and we should all be learning together. My brothers, I'm D.
I'm Nay.
It's the Future Fathers FF podcast. Stay blessed.
Peace.